Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here with some more Friday Night Magic. Today we will be playing the Deadwalkers deck. This is the black zombie deck. My first opponent here is Starbat, and I get to play first. Opening hand looks pretty solid, and this actually looks really good, so yes, I'm excited. We're going to go ahead and keep this hand. Starting off with one swamp, and we get to throw down a Diregraph Ghoul. This is one black for a 2/2 zombie, which is good, but it comes into play tapped, which means you can't block with it the first turn you play it, basically. That's basically the only drawback, I suppose. Next turn we'll be throwing down a Black Cat, another zombie of course. This deck is all about zombies. The Black Cat is a 1/1, and when it dies, target opponent discards a card at random. But before we play that, I could play that too. Huh. I'm actually thinking right now, in terms of what I want to play first. I think I might throw down the enchantment. Yeah, we're gonna put the enchantment down first, this turn. So we're gonna put down the quest for the Grave Lord, and then we're also gonna throw down our Grave Crawler. And I'll tell you what both of those do as soon as I pass the turn here. So the quest for the Grave Lord, this is an enchantment. Whenever a creature dies, I put a quest counter on it. When there are 3 quest counters on it, I remove them, I sacrifice this card, and I put a 5/5 zombie into play. That's right, a 5/5 zombie. So all that needs to happen is 3 creatures need to die, and then I get a 5/5 zombie. And I'm playing against the green Chant of, I think Moldaya is the name of it. It's the deck where there's a lot of mana acceleration and you're trying to get these huge creatures into play, which is really scary. However, the good thing for me, I'm actually thinking of playing a Sign in Blood right now to try to get mana so that I can play the Death Baron next turn. Well, you know what? No, I'll play the Black Cat now. Well, we'll attack first. I really want to get this into play next turn, but there's a fair chance that I'll draw a land, so we'll play the Black Cat now. Hope that we draw a land so that I can play the Death Baron next turn, which pumps up my zombies and gives them Death Touch. And if I don't draw a land next turn, then I'll probably just Sign in Blood, which lets me draw 2 cards, which I'm almost positive that I'll draw a land at that point. That'll be 3 cards deep that I'll be in that turn, and I should be able to draw 1 land within that, so yeah, this zombie deck, it's fairly aggressive. Aggro is the term that you would use, and hitting my opponent hard and fast with crazy zombies that a lot of times there's graveyard fetch and stuff. And there's the land. So again, drew into it, which was perfect for me because now I can play the Death Baron before my attack phase, which pumps up my zombies and gives them Death Touch. So now when he blocks with his 1/1, none of my zombies are going to die. I had the chance of losing the Grave Crawler and the Black Cat if I attacked with him this turn and he blocked with his 1/1. I mean, he might not even want to block at all because this card, next turn, he's going to be able to throw down a huge creature. You may you can tap a green, tap it to put a creature card from your hand into the battlefield. He's still going to block, so he must not have a huge creature in his hand. That's the only logical assumption that I would make. But, yeah, he's in trouble. He's pretty much dead next turn. Because even if he plays a blocking creature, I will Doomblade it, destroy target non-black creature, and then everything goes through. So he's going to play an enchantment, which does not save him. And I win this turn. He could have fog? Does that deck have fogs? I don't remember. I don't know if it does. It might? But anyways, I get to draw an additional card from the card he played and play an additional land if I could, but I can't. So, all right, so we are just going to attack, and this should be the victory. Oh, there's the fog equivalent. This is a tangle, prevents all damage, and my creatures don't untap during my next untap step. So next untap phase, I can't untap my creatures, which means I can't attack next turn. Good card. Now, if I play another creature, I'll be able to attack with it next turn, but anyways, he prevented all the damage, so he's not dead yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Sign in Blood right now, myself, because I can play an additional land this turn, so let's see if I can trigger that. Yes, I can. Okay, so we're able to play an additional land, And I've got a few things here. Destroy target non-zombie creature, can't be regenerated. And then I get to return a zombie from my graveyard to my hand. I've got that to destroy a creature. And I can play my Diregraph Ghoul. We'll play that. And next turn I can attack with it. And if he tries to play a blocker, I've got 2 methods of destroying it. So this was a really good game to show off this deck, because this is exactly how this deck is really supposed to function. Lots of zombies, really strong early on, and then creature removal. And that's basically it. Deck works very well. Now, he just gained a ton of life. What he actually played was a Bountiful Harvest, which he gains life for each of the lands he controls. It's just each land. For some reason, I thought it was each forest, but I think that's just another card. Okay, so he's up to 17 now, and I drew into a Grim Return, which I can return a creature from the graveyard to the battlefield this turn. Oh, wait. If a creature was put into the graveyard this turn, I can return it from the battlefield. I can put it in the battlefield under my control. So basically, the turn a creature dies, I can take it and put it into play under my control. That's what that card does. Okay, so we attack for 3, which will bring him down to 15. This is still a game, to be honest with you. I thought I had the sure victory, but because he tangled and then gained so much life, he could still play something that could really screw me. He's got a card in there called All Is Dust. Speaking of the card, each player sacrifices all colored permanents he or she controls. All of my zombies, gone. Yeah. But I'll be able to bring one back, and I'll probably bring back this guy, and then I can replay him as long as I've got a zombie in play, which he is a zombie. So that's going to be the game plan here. Okay. Black Cat. I'm going to make Starbat discard the last card that he has, because Black Cat has gone in the graveyard. And then I'm also going to play this to pull back my creature, and we will take back the Death Baron. The other aspect that I didn't touch on that makes this deck really good is that there's a ton of graveyard fetch. Zombies innately coming back from the graveyard, coming back from the dead. That's how it works. And I just forced him to discard his It That Betrays because of the Black Cat. So there you go. All right. So we got another land. I can play from my graveyard the Grave Crawler. We will do that. And now, I've just got to try to chip away and hope that he doesn't draw into anything that really screws me. If he draws into creatures, remember, I can remove them. As long as he doesn't draw into like a Terror Stomper, which lets him destroy permanents, 3 permanents. That'd be the worst thing that could possibly happen. He drew into a swamp. Now we're just, it's a clock race between me and him. I mean, I've got the advantage because I've got board damage here. Oh no! That was not what I wanted to hit. Holy crap. Fail. Holy fail. That was the worst thing I've ever done. If I lose the game because of that. I skipped 5 damage. Let's pay attention. I skipped 5 damage. That was the worst thing. I was instinctively going over to here to hit attack all. I need to stop doing that. I skipped out on 5 damage. Oh man. So let's see. I would have won this next turn. So if I don't win because of that skip, then you can feel free to put all the nasty comments you want in the comment section below. Feel free to do that. All right, he played Kalini Heart Expedition. Not a big deal. It's gonna let him get extra lands. He's gonna gain a ton more life. I have a feeling I might lose this game. This is a crazy game. This is crazy. And it also sucks because I failed so hard. All right. Whew. Lord of the Undead, gonna pump up my zombies, plus let me return zombies from my graveyard to my hand. Gonna pump these guys up prior to attack, and then I'm gonna be able to start getting some zombies back. I am not going over here to click on any buttons, ever again. 7 damage going through. Bring him down to 9. And we could get the win next turn, but you know, this game's been so crazy so far, I'm not gonna count on it. Come on, what did you get? What did you get? Did you get another Tangle? I will hate you if you got another Tangle. I will slap you if you got another Tangle. Alright, I can attack for 9 with just these 2, so I'm only going to attack with these 2 so that I can use him to graveyard fetch if something crazy happens. I am only going to attack with these 2 for 9. I think that's the good thing to do here. Okay. So we attack with these 2 for 9 damage. Let's see what happens. Does it go through? Do we win? Whew, okay. Jeez. Crazy game. Okay, now on to game number 2. Our opponent this time will be Redmark, who is not ready. Please just click ready. Thank you. I'll talk to him in game. Don't worry, I'm not that rude. Alright, I get to play first. Opening hand. Oh man, I've got no 1 or 2 turns. Nor do I have a 3rd mana. I'm actually not going to keep this. Okay, I've got 2 turn. I've got draw a card. We'll go ahead and keep this hand. And then we'll say, yeah. There you go. It's me. I'm the real fork. I'm the real fork. Alright, turn 2. Throwing down a black cat. This opener, not nearly as synergistic as last game, but we got some stuff, so it's pretty good. So we got a first black cat, and then we've got another black cat that'll be coming into play. Oh man, I'm screwed. His illusions get +1/+1 and have hexproof. I need to kill that thing ASAP. Let me think here. I can't even attack until... I can't even attack right now. I'm gonna sign in blood. I'm just searching for a 4th land because I need... Damn it, nothing. Well, I can play a Doomblade, luckily. I'm searching for mana, and the Doomblade's nice too. I need to kill that thing, otherwise I can't target his creatures that are coming out. And the problem with that is, his creatures are huge for a little mana, but their drawback is that they, if they're targeted, they die. So for example, this guy, he's a 2/2 for 1 mana. Oh my lord, he just played a Phantasmal Image. He's gonna copy his thing. Okay. Wow. So I need to kill 2 of those now. This is terrible. Alright, so I will play Gravecrawler plus a Doomblade on his first image, because I can't even target this one because it protects itself. I think I can target it now, though. I'm actually not sure. And I just need to save for blockers. This is a tough game. I might be really screwed. He's gonna unsummon my black cat. Yep. Damn it. And then he will attack. I just need to stave this off as best possible. I can't block with this thing. Completely forgot about that. Oh man. Luckily he couldn't play anything for a 2 cast. Okay, 4 cast. I think I can kill his thing now. I can't. That is a ridiculous combo. So because he played a Phantasmal Image, which is an illusion, so this counts as an illusion plus its base effect. So now I can't target any of his things ever. I can't touch any of his stuff at any point. That's ridiculous. Get a 4/3 Death Touch. If it does damage to a player, the player discards a card. That's really good. I'm gonna play these though. I'm gonna play the 2 black cats for blockers. For now. None of my creature removal is gonna do anything against this deck because of this Phantasmal Image Lord of the Unreal. I can't target anything. That is crazy. That is absolutely nuts. I don't know. This game's gonna be a tough one, guys. Very tough one. My best bet is to try to destroy his stuff. Flying, vanishing 3. When this dies, if it had no time counter on it, put 2 tokens that are copies of it onto the battlefield. What? Oh man. Wow, crazy. Okay. And I can't target that either. Unbelievable. I can't target any of his stuff. Alright, we're gonna put down the Endless Ranks of the Undead. What this does is every upkeep, I'll get a 2/2 black zombie creature token into the battlefield, which is, the X is half the number of the zombies I control rounded down. So I'll get 1 during my next upkeep. And then 2 during the upkeep after if all this stuff stays in play. But I can't just not take damage. I can't just... I'm screwed. This game's... I'm done. This game's over. It's this thing. The Phantasmal Imaged Lord of the Unreal is broken. Me being unable to target any of his stuff makes it so that only mass removal works. And I am just going to lose to flying. Plain and simple. I'm just going to lose to his 2 flyers. That's the game. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't target them, so... I could attack for a fair amount this turn, but it's not even going to be enough because next turn he just attacks for 8 and he wins. So it doesn't even matter. So if I attacked right now with these things, it's only 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. He blocks the 4 with his 4, 5. Even if he lets the 6 go through, he's fine. It doesn't matter. So that's the game. Holy heck. Man, Phantasmal Imaged Lord of the Unreal, making it so that I can't target anything. That sounds broken to me. Just a bit. GG. I mean, that was unbelievable. Like, so broken. I'm all for crazy combos and stuff, but that was crazy, man. That was just craziness. This hand is okay, but I'm gonna hope for something a little better. So we're gonna draw a new one. Ugh, this was really not what I was looking for. We're gonna go down to 6. All right, that's fine. Especially since I got the Sign in Blood, this hand's actually okay. So we're gonna go ahead and keep it. Now we got a first turn, a Gravecrawler. The last game was crazy. That was crazy. I'm not pissed. I'm just like, I'm amazed that that works. So the Phantasmal Image, Lord of the Unreal, protects itself. So the only thing that would work in that situation is mass removal. You'd have to do mass damage to everything, or things like a Wrath of God, for example. That's crazy, crazy, absolute craziness. What? You don't have a land to play? What the heck is going on? You took a hand without any lands? He's playing the zombie deck too. I'm guessing he's got a bunch of 1-cast and he just figured, yeah, I'll draw into a land. Sure, absolutely. You took a land without any hands and you just discarded this, which I can take from your graveyard and put into play under my control. Man. This is gonna be a really funny game. This is a nice counterpoint to last game. So I'm gonna reanimate this. Lets me pull a card from a graveyard. I lose life equal to its converted mana cost, but I'm gonna get this beastly 3/2 zombie with first strike into play. And then next turn I play Lord of the Undead, which gives my zombies +1/+1, and I'll be hitting him for 7, which I'm pretty sure he'll be able to do nothing about. Even if he plays a blocker, his blocker, okay, this guy can't even block, so he's got no blocker right now. He is screwed. I can't believe, let this be a lesson, my friends. Never take a hand without any lands in it. This is a lesson for you. I'm gonna throw down our Lord of the Undead, pumping up our creatures. He can't block. This creature cannot block. Oh, it gives +1/+1 to all zombies, including his. Most of the time, things like this are just your zombie, your creatures of this type, but this one does it to all. Well, that's fine because I'm clearly at a distinct advantage right now. I can't believe he took a hand without any lands in it. I mean, he got lucky. He just drew 2 lands in a row. But, no, I'm not going to block. I'm winning this exchange. I will absolutely take that damage. And you've got nothing to play turn 2. Well, GG. That was, talk about a crazy counterpoint to last game. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, you know what? I could have just killed him if I cast that on him. Oh well. Oh well. I'll save that for next turn. Yeah, that's pretty much the game. Crazy, 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 man. 2 crazy games back and forth. I mean, this This worked perfectly for me. I didn't even think. I was just like, yeah, I want to draw cards. Was I paying attention, I would have counted up the life. Of course I did after the fact. I would have counted up the life and totally taken care of him. But he's gonna play, he's got nothing to play, so that's the win right here. I don't even need to search anything with my, search for anything with my tutor. That is the game. Well, 2 weird games back to back. Weird, to say the least. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap things up with a sealed deck. We're gonna be playing the black and green sealed deck. And Redmark, is he someone that I just played against? I don't even know. I get to play first. Opening hand isn't that great though, so we will go ahead and draw a new one. This looks a bit better. Let's go ahead and keep it. So this is the green and black sealed deck. This is actually the sealed deck that I made during our Magic Game of the Week coverage of Duels 2014. The deck's pretty decent, I think. Got some nice creatures. We've got some nice removal and stuff. Speaking of removal, let's throw down our Brittle Effigy. 1 land artifact, I tap 4, tap it, exile target creature. Good card, I like it. And he's actually playing with 60 cards, which is not the standard in this format. So this format, you play with 40 cards. And the reason you do it is because it's allowed, basically, and it allows more consistency. So you know, if you can play with a lower number of cards, you can be more reliant on the cards that you're going to draw. And standard Magic is 60, sealed is 40. And to play with 60 means that he's just sort of going to be sitting on a hodgepodge here. Now, that doesn't mean that he can't win the game. He's got plenty of cards to choose from, of course, but it just means it's less reliable. And in a game where randomness plays a big role, having reliability is nice. I'm going to throw down our 2/2 Brindlebore, which we can sacrifice to gain 4 life. And he's shocked our Deadly Recluse, which is the Reach and Death Touch. That's a real shame, too, because I wanted to play the Mark of the Vampire on him. Okay. What is it saying? Don't worry, my sealed decks are total rubbish. Oh, he must be the guy with the illusion deck, right? I guess so. Alright, well, I don't really have other choices. I could wait. I could wait it out to try to get a better creature. But honestly, to start swinging for 4 right now would be pretty good too. So we're gonna do this. I'm deciding to dedicate to this creature. It's not the best creature to choose. Number 1, it's just a regular old ground 2/2. The second reason though is that I may want to sacrifice it at some point to gain 4 life. But if I can start swinging him for 4 right now, I'm putting the pressure on here. Unfortunately, he doesn't know this, but I don't have anything else in my hand right now but lands, which doesn't do me much good. I guess I'll be able to use the Brittle Effigy to remove a creature. First strike protection from white, that will not save him. Okay, I picked up a Rampant Growth, so let's drop that. I'm not gonna remove that, I will let him block it. Oh, you know what? I should have thought that he might have another shock. Oh well, we'll find out. Let's see. He's not blocking, so I'm guessing he doesn't have another shock. But he might have direct removal. Good thing though is already now I'm at 28 and he's at 12, so even if he gets rid of my Brindlebore, he's got quite a bit of catching up to do. Goblin War Paint, +2/+2 and haste to a creature. He's gonna pump up his creature. That's fine, because I will remove it. And is he gonna save it for blocking? He should just attack, because I am just gonna remove it with the Brittle Effigy. I don't know if he doesn't know what that does, or if he... Oh, nice. Just got a giant growth. I'm gonna hit him for 7 this turn. So, before attacking, before he has a chance to block, we are going to exile his creature. Whoops. I was really concerned that I just really screwed up there. Let's confirm that, please. So we're going to exile his creature. It also exiles my effigy. And then we attack for 4, which will turn into 7 because of my giant growth. Let's see if he's doing anything in response. I don't know. I didn't know if he had any something for 1 black that removes a creature that's an instant. I don't know if that exists in this format here, but all right, he's now down to 5 life. I am up 35. He could still have removal though, and then all of a sudden I've got nothing on the board. I would have a mana advantage, but he's also got a full hand. So we will see what he plays this turn. He's got 2 turns to try to get rid of this Brindlebore. And then, I mean, the good thing is, too, for me, I get to sit on all this life, because even if he tries to kill it, I sack it to gain 4 life, which puts me up to 39. And if he waits another turn, I have even more. He left the game? Okay, so he lost. Okay. I'm like, that stinks. It seems like AI takeover is guaranteed now, which is really annoying. I haven't found a way to cancel out AI takeover. I'm gonna keep playing through this just because we want to see the conclusion. I guess it seems pretty obvious that I won here, but it's not that obvious. What if he drew into removal? I don't know why he wouldn't stay. He could have. I mean, this is things that the real person could have done. Now the computer's doing, but he could have played a blocker this turn. And then what if he drew into removal here or something? It's gonna, okay, sign in blood, so that's not enough. So he does lose here. Plays another thing, but anyways, I don't know. Oh well, a win's a win. That worked out well. Vengeance for stupid image deck. I can't believe that game still. All right, good game. Too bad we have to finish against a computer. That's sad. Although, to be fair, I guess I sort of did that against him because I left that game early too, so, oh well. All right, let's hop into deck manager. We're gonna take a look at the decks. So this is the Deadwalkers deck, the zombie deck. Gravecrawlers, Diregraph Ghouls, lots of early cast. Quest for the Gravelord, Vampiric Tutor, I mean, all this stuff only 1 mana. Reanimate, so good, take a creature from any graveyard into the battlefield under your control. Bloodghast, it's a really good card. There's only 1 of them available in the deck, though. This is usually something people play with 4 of. Black Cats, I love it. It's a nice blocker, and it's a zombie, so it gets pumped up by my zombie pumping creatures. And if it dies, opponent discards a card at random. Doomblade, removal. Card advantage here in Sign in Blood. Shrivel, mass removal. Zombie Pumper plus Graveyard Fetch. This card's really cool. Take a look at this. 3 lands for a 3/2. Enters the battlefield tapped. However, when it enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 2 life. And it has Undying, so when it dies, it comes back with a +1/+1 counter, and they lose 2 life again. Awesome card. Death Baron pumps up zombies, gives them Death Touch. Fleshbag Marauder, really cool zombie. Comes into play, each player sacks a creature. So that's good for me because if there's if the opponent has a single creature in play that's really big and I want to get rid of it, or it's just not even big but it's a good creature, I throw down the Fleshbag Marauder, they're forced to sacrifice it. I can sacrifice either another zombie that I can pull back, like the 1 cast that pulls back if it's in your graveyard. If you've got another zombie in play, you can recast it, or I can just sacrifice the Fleshbag Marauder as well. So it's a pretty good card. Grim Return, pull a creature from a graveyard, enter battlefield under your control if it died this turn. Death Cloud, this card is OP. 3 black plus X. Each player loses X life, discards X cards, sacrifices X creatures, and then sacrifices X lands. It's about as OP as you think it is. Liliana's Reaver, good. Zombie with Death Touch, plus you get zombies and they discard if it does damage to them. Undead Warchief, Zombie Pump, plus it reduces the casting cost of my zombies. Endless Ranks of the Undead, Zombie Mass Construction, I don't know. Creature removal, and gain life, mutilate, mass damage, creature removal, plus life gain. Creature removal. Grave Titan, OP. Zombie Apocalypse, OP. Alright, that's the deck, and yeah, that'll do it. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Friday Night Magic. Some crazy games this week, huh? To say the least. If you guys like the content, please subscribe. Tune in next Friday for some more wonderful Magic 2014 multiplayer. Keep watching, and keep owning.